in the cranium. Roll sellotaped in a concrete stadium. Cat's eyes lighting up the radius. Expand maps climbing up to aliens. Feral fragrance anatomize all patients. Blonde brackets, frame of a class character. Non-pareil components, ambience of the last traveller. Up against emulators diving for the rolling crown piece. Harmonic breeding foul seeds. Glass artwork with sound streaks. Aggrandize my field of expertise. Gotch forth buttercup cuffs. Stand by deceased. Subterfuge bluffs poured out a gutter crushed mug. Tough love buckled up. Cyclopean galvanized. Blown away cobwebs. Neutralize the stigmata. Cross threads it costs less the fox treads. Crepuscular memento. Cantaloupe sparkles on his jacket. Microcardium tailored on the sleeve. Gargling some magic. Larynx loaded stun gun. G-force trampolining off the tongue buds. Bag full of blue bottles. Miyagi party trick and a pump lunch for the munch bunch. Puffin dock leaves. Biomorphic pharmaceuticals for the stinging cerebellum. Alleyway witness to paddles lost in the devil's melon. Mannequin still scream dwelling. Gate crash with the button bash. Melodramatic whiplash. Face facts, it ain't nothing rash. Secret stash. Honeypot strapped to the crouching tiger. Stricken talons. Inferno concertos from the hidden dragon. Written passion. Pinions expanded land with a bigger package. Microchip implanted inside a bony skull. Cyclone's departure to Tokyo. To boldly go where no man has gone before. Golden globe filled with a somber core. Change of the record, rotational skill set, ornamental mastery transcribed with the avant-garde quill pen. Tagging with the soundscapes, trails unbounded. Kill the foul play. Yeah. Doc Terror. A chroma. Observative introspection, surmounting foreign matter, gigantic selection, salty quilt shadowing rocks and daggers, flesh blue, spawned to give shivers from a dark lagoon. And you wanna be in a wetsuit with the flippers and harpoon. Shark skin pirates shot in seaweed behind sunken ships. Rock bottom where the fungus drifts, lighting up the jellyfish kids. Plastic wallets choke cold with the waterproof noose. Arcade toothless ducks and a sidekick catfish skit. Scheming with sore moves, kicking up dust. Tentacles knocking crabmen sideways. All for glossing up in redness. Shoals with their eyes glazed. Stingrays balancing the scales and shifting with the nuggets. Papers in the treasure chest. But these urchins are like fuck it. Plankton gangs in gaffs. Hustling moss, got 'em on hold like limpets. Ragworm bait craving for Henry crates. Catching waves, high misfits. Feds covered all angles of the starship mainframe. Deep in the abyss, disco girders prancing as their face fades. Saturn shining on the ripples, dissolving as the sun sprouts. Fins feeling brittle, dolphins asking why the calm downs. Parent heads fall to their palms, whales shedding out the waterworks. Paramedics caught up in a rip curl. Lobster complexity as their organs hurt. Oxygen bubbles burst, anchored down inside a washed up hearse.
Something about color matters. The challenge for psychologists today is to figure out how and why colors affect us. Certain colors can change our mood or influence our decisions. Colors might affect our perception and maybe even our behavior. So color does seem capable of changing feelings and behavior.
Kaleidoscopic paradox swirling off the wonder star's pendulum. Magnified ratio skimming above expanded horizons. Exhaling his map across diversions, blotches scarred frenulum. Many fall by darkness, struck with softer potent meals. Deadly jewels in compartments, cabinets behold color-coded pills. Options or optional, blue light packages or concoctions doctoral. Shapes and sizes to hallucinate the iris and edit the dialect. Side effects fished out and enhanced pandemonium. Silent steps, reality visualized, prepared on a wooden pallet. Full of love, full of damage, cabbage green like the trees filled in paper sheets. High grade restraint, red paint, bleach shades of police. Psychedelic banners uproar with stripping numbers. Flights energetic, tug of war in the defense of blunders. Monochromatic flags shooting pistols is killing time. Flocks panic, white signs submitted on the finish line. Sight loss overpowered by superpower functional limbs. Blackout permanent flowers in the wind form a lovable grin. Triple flashes on boxes for whips to follow patterns. Hollow passage squeezed in peasant wagons, impressive tactics. Third optic observing hot fish circled ruthless. Camouflage chameleons fizzing off for purple bruises. Ubari waterlog unflustered cotton steps amongst the walker gods. Cracking cheese teeth, peppermint unorthodox. Chilly fluids matching sun rays over sanded sheets. Hands of time leap kept the samurai clean. Yuzu traces dried out blueprint pages. Laminated prospectus, jazz hands in silk gloves courageous. Thunderclap walls like fuck the neighbours. Sparking flavours, craft contagious. Sharp as razors, rolling with the last crusaders. Starts a Raiden, dining with the red dragon. This glass is taken. Loose cannon, pocket change rattles in a rude jacket. Ordered food in the vessel of 42 phantoms. Stored in gloom, painting black eyes on the canvas. That shiny from panini stickers. Cocktail sticks picking out laughing hyenas. No bargain cheaters, jargon features. Scrambled eggs triggering white noise on flat screens. Crack fiends cut out from magazines in these vacuum packed streets. On his ones working wonders, pulling off bars like Sonic spun. Modest cunt on his one, verbalized spores beneath the hottest sun. Ultraviolet smiles with projectile smears. Discarded crocodile tears, warning off a lot of vile peers. No shifting the blame, blame you. Navigate the premises with parading boots in a world of chain truth. If the roof is on fire, he's yelling hey Jude. Temperature skyrocketed, Beirut. Smooth talking with trailed steps. Moonwalking over nail beds, avoiding derailed feds. Slippery shoes tailored for twinkle toes. Kissing Mother Earth below the mistletoe. Tongue trickles cold, swiveling his middle bone. Riddle mode, fiddles broke. That sickle bloke with a bristle stroke. Written bold, killing foes. Digging holes for bringing folks. Tuxedo garments glowing up the stage. Swinging mics from the court, roasting every page. Majestic maneuvers disguised doing handstands. Flexible complexity grooving with his jazz hands. Crowds going wild, see him pop that collar. Sounds pretty wild, feeling shock, horror. Clapping into fragments as the curtains had risen. Manic from being stagnant, murder with kisses. Tuxedo garments glowing up the stage. Swinging mics from the court, roasting every page. Majestic maneuvers disguised doing handstands. Flexible complexity grooving with his jazz hands. Crowds going wild, see him pop that collar. Sounds pretty wild, feeling shock, horror. Clapping into fragments as the curtains had risen. Manic from being stagnant, murder with kisses. Pin drop sonority prolongation increasing. Rooftop cotton wool ripped apart, traces of the demon. Cracks in the ceiling, chessboard with damn feelings. Hands bleeding, clock stops, the land's freezing. Seasons of a retrograde isochronism. Downward spiral, staircase detonates. Lives lost in vision. Hope is the bygone blood from wishes. Dishes tarnished, cicatrix of a categoric egregious nature. Dimming, sparkless, heartless vapors. Alveolus filled with whip fumes. Noxious kiss tombs, boxed in boxes, flashing big news. Politics dismiss truth, eyes glued to tissues, claret over sick feuds. Lack of malice below ground, inflorescence perish. Protracted douse and pound, negligence blemish. There's poison in the relish, power seems defenseless. Endless, brawling back full of dagger wounds. Fiends are friendless, wooden spoon rots in the cauldron pot. Contaminated bloodshed, crushed nest, beveller's carcass. Forgotten faces stuffed dead. Stranded little lamb wandering aimlessly in the killing fields. Dints and shields, white coats and stitching pills. Blues and twos screeching, yellow strips marking crime scenes. Zipping up eyes, feet, bullet holes and knives deep. Parental care declined seeds. Newborns punctured, fractured skulls. Social services lack control. Late discovery on trampled souls. Callous grip expropriating transports of delight. Slash fork in the sky, minds warp, trashing all walks of life. Score with the strife, can't do wrong from right. Candles in the wind, vandals in the night. Daylight robbery, pocketing queen heads. Stage lights and snobbery, seas red. Greenhouse gases, plastics, waste on the seabed. Violent rage, hyperbolic pressure. Time decayed, climate change weather. There's carnage wherever. Strings tied to toy soldiers, the void's colder. Mentally dissolving, destroyed focus. This is the outlook within reality. They say that honesty's the best policy, so we say what we see. Is this how life is meant to be? Living amongst mankind's negativity. This is the outlook within reality. They say that honesty's the best policy, so we say what we see. Is this how life is meant to be? Living amongst mankind's negativity. Yeah. Doc Terror. A chroma.